Hello everyone, hello, it's me again, and this is Rock Talk TV. I just made a video previously, some hours ago, regarding the 62,000 minimum wage that the governors are proposing and the FG. And I said, no, it cannot work that way because the politicians are the one causing the problem in Nigeria. The hardship that we're facing is the politicians that are causing the problem. So I've just dealt with it and I have explained how much that each lawmakers were taking, or they are taking because they are still taking it on a monthly basis. And I even said in that video, to be a lawmaker, all you need is secondary school certificate. That is school cert. That's all you need to be a lawmaker. But now when they become a lawmaker, these people, they will tell a graduate that, no, minimum wage is 60,000, 30,000. And these are the people, some of them has even been to school. So I don't even understand what they're talking about. And I broke down to show you from basic salary to furniture allowance to all the allowances the lawmakers are collecting. So, and all of them amounted to 290 something to 30 million per person. It means invariably that one lawmaker collects 1 million every day. On a daily basis, they collect what? 1 million, which is unfair. And they are refusing to pay somebody 100,000 every month. It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay, now, having said that, we are saying that there is no money in Nigeria, but I can tell you now that even as after the allowances that they are paying, the 30 million they are paying these lawmakers, each of the lawmakers were collecting 200 million before. They call it constituency money. That is the money to do projects in their place. Some of them came back complaining that 200 million is not enough. They increased it to 400 million. And the state with larger state, local government or population, they give them up to 500 million, apart from the money they are earning. It's injustice. And these people never done any project. They don't do anything for their people. Their people are perishing. I'm still going to talk about that later. If you watch my video, I say it the way it is anyway. So I don't need to be afraid, because if you volunteer to say something the way it is and open people's create awareness, you don't need to be afraid. You just have to say the way it is. When you have your facts, state it and say it categorically the way it is. And that is why I call this station Raw Talk. It's raw. I say it raw the way it is. Okay, now, they are saying there is no money in Nigeria. Do you believe it? From January till March, Tinubu, Shetima, and Tinubu's wife have spent a whopping 8.64 billion. I say it again. 8.64 billion on travel alone. 8.64 billion on travel alone. That money is enough to build a specialist hospital in Abuja or in Delta or in Edo State. 8.64 billion just money to travel. January to March. 3 people, president, vice president, and his wife. What are we talking about? Money to travel alone. Okay, now, having said that, the governor, out of the 36 states in Nigeria, they also do a survey trying to find out how much that the governor has spent. They audited them. They found out the governor has spent 968 billion. 968 billion for travel from January to March. 36 states of Nigeria, their governors have spent 968 billion on refreshments, the things they eat to entertain people and eat. Refreshments, 968 billion. That money alone is enough to build how many stadiums, if not hospital, in Nigeria? Not that they built factory, not entertainment. Isn't that shameful? You say there is no money. Tinubu, Shetima, and Mrs. Tinubu have spent 8.64 billion to travel around in Nigeria. And 30 governors, not 36, 30 governors have spent 968 billion on refreshment for 3 months. Refreshment, who are they feeding? That is the statistics, audits carried out. Who does that? I don't know. Okay, now, out of these states, 36 states, 30 people, 30 governors said, okay, that they are happy to pay. They are happy to do what? to pay minimum wage of 62,000. 62,000 monthly minimum wage. Others said they are not able to pay. Is that okay? It's not okay. Now, Labour said they are going to take care 496,000, but now they have reduced it. But yet, some governors are still crying that they will not be able to pay 60,000 minimum wage. How do you justify that? How do you come out? A reasonable human being will come out and say, okay, you are giving somebody 62,000 every month. What are they going to buy? What are they going to buy? And that is why there is corruption everywhere. If any man who collects 62,000, if he sees opportunity to take bribe, he will take, because that money is not enough to carry them. And that is not all. I will continue. The supplementary budget that they made, they have about 150 trillion. Now they increase it to 300 trillion. What are you doing? Out of that 300 trillion, Tinubu uses money to go and buy SUVs for the same people that you are giving 9.9 million every month to buy a car. He used it to go and buy SUVs for all of them. What is it? He said no bribery. So that when they are talking, they say no, Tinubu is good. Bribery, that's what they do, both state level and federal level. Because if you are giving somebody 1.8 million to service a car, and you give them 9.9 million to buy a car, why is Tinubu buying using supplementary money, budget, money to go and buy all of them SUV, new ones? The money, 9.9 million they are giving them, what is it for? You can see that these people don't think about you. Instead of them to bring that money and they check people who has at least small and medium businesses, then use it and support them so that they can boost their business. Even though it's loan or free, give them how much you can afford. Each state, give them. Even though it's 100 people, give it to them. And if you continue to do it, it will get to everyone. Then support their small businesses. Put money in agriculture. Then the economy will boom. People will be able to feed themselves. They will be able to produce something. But you are using money to go and buy SUV. SUV is not an investment. No, it's not a necessity, because you are giving them 9.9 million every month and give them 1.8 million to service it. So why are you buying them new SUV out of the supplementary money that you just budgeted? It doesn't make sense. People, the youth were never empowered. They don't give them money to eat. But giving somebody money to eat is not empowerment. It's so sad. The government is the problem. Use this money, invest it in agriculture. Give farmers money. Let them enter farm. But after this video, I'm going to do another video. Let me show you what cows are doing in somebody's farm. Destroying it. Somebody who labored to cultivate cassava, to cultivate yam, everything, okra, corn, and you see somebody standing, watching a cow destroying those things. They cannot say anything. If they say anything, they report to police. Police say, I can't do anything. Go to this police station. You go to that police station. They say, go to headquarters. You go to headquarters. They say, go to Abuja. Nobody cares to do anything about it. How can you be watching somebody destroying your farm? How do they want you to produce food? Where do they want you to get money to feed? It's so sad. Okay, now going forward, after I have given you this breakdown now of governors, refreshment, 3 months, they spent 968 billion for refreshment just for 3 months. And the Tinubu, his wife and Shetima has used 8.64 billion on travel. If you put this money together, it's enough to do something. Empower the youth. They won't do it. Okay, let me tell you now. Edo State Governor Godwin Obasaki, he has reviewed his own minimum wage in Edo State. He's the only governor that is paying 70,000 minimum wage in Nigeria. Edo State, what are they producing? But they are paying 70,000 minimum wage. Other governors say they cannot even afford 60. What is the difference? It's so sad. Our government is our problem. Okay, now, when I finish, I'm still going to do another video, probably tomorrow. Let me tell you, I've called out Lesoti here, showing that, you see, governance is not a rocket science. He has proved it. And you can see what he's doing with Abia State money. Now, there is an indictment because Okezie Ekpazo, the previous governor, that is his predecessor, the money whooping millions of dollars that they borrowed, they never used it for any contract. They audited them. KPMG was invited to Abia State. They audited them and they found out that this man and his administration has stolen this money. Allegedly stole this money. They are still dragging him up to today. El-Rufai, I'm going to talk about El-Rufai and Yahya Bello. All the governors Impunity, they operate with impunity. They don't care. They borrow, and eat. They don't care about you. I'm still going to talk about it. So, RFI, I'm going to talk about RFI in my next video. And again, the second video about the economy and see what cows are in the bush destroying people's livelihood, means of livelihood. Very sad situation. And our government is playing politics with the lives of the citizens. They don't care. What is there to stop? If they can stop it in Ghana and other countries, why wouldn't they stop it in Nigeria? No, they won't, because they are playing politics with people's emotion. May God help Nigeria. Nigeria is going back. If you don't say it, I don't know who is going to say it. If I don't say it, I don't know the generation that is going to say it. Whatever we're suffering now is going to be worse next year. Next 2 years is going to be worse. I'm going to show you a video. Because when the campaign started, I wasn't a social media person, but I joined social media. If you go to my S, you see followers there. On a daily basis, I tweet more than 10, 15 times on a daily basis. I was there. Engage youth for them to come and vote. Let us have a change of leadership. A leadership that will think about you and I. But at the end of it, yes, we did very well. But out of impunity, INEC chairman declared someone at night as a winner, and the judiciary, they back it up, the judges back it up and say, yes, it's okay. The person who came out third, you become what? Become first. And the person who become first went to third position. Who will say it? Nobody will say it. But everyone is suffering it now. Everyone is seeing it now. That's okay. If that's what is good for good is good for God, that's okay. I'm not suffering it. Well, the only way I'm suffering it is that the country where I am, sitting in the UK. I'm sitting in the UK. I can show you outside. I'm sitting in the UK. There is light. If I turn it on now, you see. There is gas. There is water. I don't lack anything. No issue at all. But the issue that people are suffering back home, we have to say it, and we have to say it the way it is. I might say it's not affecting me, but every day people are testing me, begging for money. You keep sending money. Then it's affecting me indirectly. Even though I'm not there. But at least indirectly it's affecting me. What about the people who live there that are suffering? They don't have means of livelihood. It's so sad. It's sickening. We need to say it. Don't keep quiet. If you see this video, if it get to you, share it. Comment. Let people see it. Because if you recommend it, if you comment, you like it, and you follow the page, share it. People will get many people informed. Will get them educated. And then they will know that it's their right. Building roads, building bridges, they are right of the citizen, and it's the duty of the government to do it. Yes, it's their duty and it's their responsibility, and it's your right for you to enjoy those things. Good roads, good amenities. Yes, that's what we enjoy wherever we are, and any country we find ourselves. We travel around the world, we see it. I can show you different countries so that you see their roads, you see the bridges, you see the economy, people are enjoying. That is why you see some people, they are sleeping outside but they don't care. They have peace of mind. But Nigeria is not so. God bless you as you share this video. Thank you. Follow me, like the page. Let's go together. I will be bringing you news and I will say the way it is. That is why I call Rock Talk TV. Thank you. Love you, all of you. Thank you. Bye.